continue to take the incremental jumps that we want to keep making every day we're out here from all positions. I think again, the competition is such that it just creates a great competitive environment with everything we're doing. We're happy with the effort that we've had throughout camp, happy with the improvements and the progress. We need to keep getting better. I think that's a big part of it, the jump we make this week as a team, because this is really a grind, is important. Tomorrow we'll put it together up at the stadium. We'll have a scrimmage up there, and we'll see how many plays. I'd like to get 120 to 130 plays. We'll talk a little bit more in depth how many we want to get with each unit, from the first defense, first offense, seconds, thirds, all the way down, so that we can see we're getting everybody some reps and also get a good idea on guys playing up in that stadium.
Brady, we've heard a lot about Mason Cole. What has he done to impress you guys? And then is it a good or a bad thing, or is there any concern that you have a true freshman that might be a starter on the offensive line?
I think, let me take the back end of it first. If he's good enough, he's old enough. And to this point so far, he's been good enough. When you look at the competition that he's gone against, with Frank and those rush ends and the people that he's blocking, his 5 techniques, he's held his own very well. I think I mentioned earlier sometime that he came in a little differently, and I gave a lot of credit to his coach and his high school team, their preparation, and he has a great passion about playing the game.
Give us an update on those injuries. You said a couple of the guys were going to be back today.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Mark.
Can you give us an update on the injuries? You said a couple of the guys were going to be back.
Everybody was back. The only one, obviously, Jake is still not full speed. But the guys who got banged up, Funchess is the only guy that we held out a little bit. But other than that, I can't think. I'm trying to think of another guy so I can give you accurate information.
What's Funchess?
He just got bumped up a little bit. He'll be okay. He could have probably gone today, but we're trying to be smart. We got a scrimmage tomorrow.
Brady, do you have any update on Sante York? Is he still part of the program?
There's no question. We're going to go through the process. He is the guy who's been a part of this team, and we're going to go through the process. Status hasn't changed.
So he's still part of the program?
Status hasn't changed.
As far as Amara goes, where is he at this point? This is almost the time he got hurt last year. Where is he from what you saw last year when he was in line to be a starter versus what you see right now?
Well, I think he's much improved. You look at what he can do and how he's played. We've been very excited about his development and his growth. And so I think, and I would say we all would think that he's a better player today than he was last year at this time.
Brady, obviously you've had a lot of these ACL injuries, and you kind of got a feel for how the guys come back. And when we saw Jake last week in practice, running and catching balls, and just knowing what you know about Jake Ryan from a year ago at the same time, how much further along is Jake Butt? And I mean, is there, if we say he might be back by Notre Dame, would that be crazy?
I think that'd be a little nuts. I think, you're trying to judge two guys at two different positions a little bit. They still both are accelerating, slowing down, making cuts, all that. I think they're both guys who have been very diligent and give a lot of credit to our doctors and our rehab specialists and our trainers. So when you look at it from that standpoint, I don't know where the odds would be. I just think we've got to do a good job of making sure the young man, for his sake, is truly healthy.